God, it's hot. You guys, it's hot. Do you know that it's hot? We're doing all this Christmassy shit, but it's freaking July, man. It is not comfortable in here at all right now. It's nice in Southern California at the beach, but we don't have air conditioning. So, I'm sweating. Anyway.
Stir up some eggnog, pull up a sleigh, and let's go thrifting. This is Thriftmas in July.
Merry Thriftmas! Hi everyone, I'm Jamie. Welcome to Mid-Century Wasted. So today I am joining the Thriftmas in July collaboration hosted by Nesting Haven. Thank you, Nicole, so much for hosting this collaboration. This is always so much fun. I've always loved watching these videos, and now this year I am even happier to be able to join in and share with everyone all of my pretty amazing Christmas items that I have found thrifting over the last couple months. Now, if you're new to my channel, I shop at thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, especially looking for mid-century items to save them from being wasted. Now, today it is Thriftmas in July. I have found some incredible things. As you can tell, I'm just like drowning in mid-century Christmas right now. So I'm gonna start with some of the bigger things. In one of my last haul videos, I talked about some things that we got on our trip to Oregon in May. And I said specifically in that video that I was holding back some amazing things that I was going to save until this video. So here we are. This is a Santa blow mold. I believe it was $10 on Facebook Marketplace. So here he is. He is double-sided, as you can see. He works. Right now there's a red light bulb inside of him, so he looks a little eerie when he's lit up. Here's the red light bulb. Of course, that can be changed. On the bottom here, it says copyright Carolina Enterprises Incorporated, 1974. A little past mid-century, but I don't mind. 70s are okay sometimes too, especially when it's an adorable, pretty good shape Santa head blow mold. And the thing I like about this one is how small it is. This can be inside just on a table and it'll be awesome. I'll do this guy too just to get him out of the way. And this big one that you can't see yet. Hi. So these two adorable guys, we've got a penguin, we've got a snowman, Frosty here. These also work, they light up, they're amazing, they're in pretty good shape. Not the best shape in the world, but these never really are. There's a few scratches and dings here and there, but for the most part, these are in really good shape compared to other ones that I've seen. General Foam Plastics, Norfolk, Virginia. I do not see a date on this one. No. But this guy, as well as Frosty here, see if he says anything on the bottom. He's just got like a serial number on the bottom. These were at a garage sale, a family friend who is moving. So we bought these from a friend. My husband was there actually kind of helping them go through things and sort stuff and all that. So he bought them. I don't remember what he paid, but I want to say it was like around $5. It was not very much money. So we got a great deal on these, and my kids have already taken a liking to these and think that they're extremely cool. All right, we got another aluminum Christmas tree. This is not the same tree that I showed you in a video prior about, the tree that we got last summer. I'm gonna move these. This is a brand new one. We have 2 aluminum Christmas trees now. Can you even believe that? Because I can't. This was the other thing that we got in Oregon. We drove to and from Oregon in May to escape coronavirus and quarantine ourselves up there for a little while because it was getting kind of crazy down here in Southern California. And we stayed with my parents, yada, yada, yada. Go watch another video if you want to hear all about that. But we were checking Facebook Marketplace while we were up there, and someone was selling this vintage aluminum Christmas tree. Can't even believe it. Now, I remember it being $20. Blake remembers it being $40. So there's a discrepancy in what we paid for it. I don't care. $40, we'll say it's $40. We'll say it's more expensive than what I remember it being, but for $40, it's a steal. These go for hundreds of dollars. I never in a million years thought that I would ever find cheap ones at garage sales or on Facebook Marketplace, but here we are, and I've found 2 of them now. So on our drive home from Oregon, we stopped in Redding, I believe, at like a courthouse parking lot, and with masks on and gloves and the whole 9 yards, met up with a lady who was selling this. It was in her family. It was like her parents' tree or something like that. And she sold it to us. And then we went on our merry way back home to Southern California. This is the first time I'm even setting this up. That was all the way back in May. Now it's July. I'm finally setting this beautiful thing up. Here it is in all of its glory. Now, we knew that it was a shorter one, but upon further inspection, it's kind of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree of aluminum Christmas trees, if you know what I mean. It's a little beat up. The strands themselves have not been kept in the nice tissue sleeves. If you've never seen one of these taken apart before, it comes in a box. Each branch comes out of the pole and you put it in this tissue sleeve to keep all of the little aluminum spiky things pointed in one direction to keep them nice. This was not kept nice. These were all loose in a box and everything's every which way. Let's see if I can take one out and show you. Okay, this one doesn't have an ornament on it. So you can kind of see what I mean. Now this is the pom-pom version, so it does have like a big pom-pom on the tip of it. But this part here, these should all kind of be going in one direction. And as you can see, they're going kind of crazy. The end is bent. And I do believe, as I was putting this together, the reason it's smaller is that they actually took, because it's 2 poles that fit together, I think they took one of the poles and cut it shorter and then drilled extra holes. So the branches would have been spread out and have more space in between them on a taller tree. But instead they shortened it down, drilled extra holes to kind of make a shorter, fuller tree. So there's still the same amount of branches, but it's all compressed into a smaller tree, which really is fine. I really actually love the way this tree looks. I like that it's a smaller one. We've already decided we're gonna put it in our lounge at Christmas and just set up multiple trees in the house because why not? We're a little iffy about setting up the big aluminum tree anyway because we have 4-year-old and 2-year-old boys who like to throw things and break things. So we don't really know that we want to set up the big tree with all of the breakable shiny brights. Having a small one with limited amounts of ornaments on it, that's a little more reasonable. And then we have our green tree, our normal tree that we set up with all of the kid-proof wooden, foam, plastic ornaments that they're not as likely to break, or if they do break them, it's not the end of the world. So let's talk about the ornaments and the color wheel, because the color wheel, you guys, I cannot believe I found a color wheel too. This is all within the last couple months. So these aluminum Christmas trees, you do not put string lights on them. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's a fire hazard. It's made out of aluminum. If there's even one little spot on the light that has an exposed wire, your whole tree is gonna just explode into flames. So just don't do it. Oh, this is getting kind of warm. Here she is. I have seen these at estate sales and people call it the Simon game. They don't realize what it is. So it's literally a spinning wheel of different color panels. The light bulb is in there, it shines through it, and it just makes the whole tree light up and change colors at night with the lights out. It looks absolutely amazing. We set this up last night and Blake and I just stood there and stared at it. We were like, wow, it's so pretty. It's so awesome. And he was like, now we need a second color wheel because we have 2 trees. And I'm like, well, yeah, we kind of do. But I think this Christmas we're only setting up this little tree, so we're good on color wheels for a little while. I found this at an estate sale. This was from the first estate sale that I went back to after things started opening back up here. Oh, this is hot. I'm turning this off. Yikes. I think only the lure of a mid-century aluminum Christmas tree color wheel could have gotten me out there and battled a crowd with a mask on and the whole pandemic situation. I was one of the first people in line. Oh, you know what? I was 14th, I remember, because they only let 15 people in at a time because of social distancing and all that stuff. So the first 15 people went in. I went straight for the garage. I grabbed the color wheel, put it in my little cardboard box, and then I also found the Shiny Bright Ornaments. The color wheel is $50, and that probably seems like a lot of money, but if you factor in it, and it would be if you're trying to resell it, if you're trying to make profit on this, you wouldn't want to spend $50 on this because that's pretty much what it's worth. The only thing is, when I'm collecting, I prefer to find things myself. I plugged it in there, I watched it spin, I watched it work. I didn't have to pay for shipping. So to me, it was worth $50 because I would probably be spending over that if I found one on eBay to have it shipped to me, especially in California. Anywhere else in the country, if you live in the middle anywhere, shipping things isn't usually that expensive, but I'm in California, so chances are this would be coming from very far away and shipping would be 20, 30, 40 bucks. So finding it for $50 total, it was a no-brainer for me. And I really like that this one's gold. Usually you see them in silver color. It is plastic, which I was surprised about. The whole outside here is plastic. And I don't know if the silver color ones are aluminum or if they're made out of some kind of a metal because I have not physically held one yet. Just looking at it, I assumed that these were made out of some sort of metal, but maybe this is just happens to be a cheapy one or something. I don't know. Okay, so the ornaments, I have a slight addiction to Shiny Bright ornaments. These also had the box. The ones that are on the tree, they came out of the same lot here. I just hung up the ones that were, available to me, but in storage, I have probably 15 more boxes of these, not to mention loose ones that don't have boxes. So it's just, if I see them somewhere, I buy them. I don't think twice. I don't even inspect them that closely. It's just, oh, there's Shiny Brights. Put them at the front. Here's my money. I'm obsessed with them. And the box, the packaging, I mean, this one is worse for wear, you guys. This one is falling apart. Here's the cover. But look at those graphics. I die. I love the way these boxes look so much. So there's 12 of them right there. They're all different kinds. There's nothing super special. I put the most special ones on the tree, but I like just the plain red ones too. Gold is not my favorite. The silver isn't even my favorite. Oh, that one's kind of broken on the top there. The silver's not my favorite for putting it on the aluminum Christmas tree because they just kind of disappear. These ones are kind of cool because they're pear-shaped. They're not totally gold. They're not like the yellow gold. They're more of like a rose gold. You can see here's like a yellowy gold. And these are more of a pinkish gold. I do have some pink ones on the tree. I'm not fond of pink. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pink is not my color. So I have no problem selling the pink ones. If anyone's looking for pink Shiny Brights, I've got kind of a lot of them and I'm gonna be listing them on probably Etsy. And when I'm selling Shiny Brights, I tend to lot them together by color. So it's like, here's a pink lot, here's a turquoise lot, but you'll never see a turquoise lot in my Etsy store because I hoard those. Those are mine. Turquoise. I do turquoise, red, and green colors for Christmas. Those are my Christmas colors, kind of like this color, red, forest green. Those are my colors. So there's another one. A lot of these are up on the tree. And then the red box. Here's the red box there. And this one, yeah, there's nothing in there because they're all up on the tree. These were $2 a box at that same estate sale, which I thought was a bargain, big time bargain. I was glad to pay that with the box, my goodness. Love the boxes. Okay, I've rearranged some things on the table here to keep going. So this was just a cute little tin. This is not old, this is not vintage, but you know, it's got kind of vintage vibes on it. This was, oh, you know where this was? This was in a lot of about 1 billion coffee mugs that I bought from an estate sale. So what they've been doing lately in my area, some estate sale companies have been doing online estate sales where if you've ever watched a live sale on YouTube where someone is in front of the camera selling something and in the chat you write the lot number and then you win the item and then you pay the person later through PayPal. There are estate sale companies in my area that have essentially been doing that same thing, but they take their phone and they walk through the house. They've kind of lotted things together because selling things one at a time would take 10 years. So it's like, here's a bundle, here's a lot of 10 million coffee mugs. Like, here's all the coffee mugs from this house. And then they show you a card, it has the lot number and the price. And in the comments, you write sold, lot, whatever. And then you pay them with PayPal later. And then you go and you pick the stuff up. Social distancing, masks, one person at a time, all that. It's been really great. And I actually vastly prefer it that way because I don't have to get up at 4 in the morning and go stand in line in front of a house. So all I have to do is have fast internet and be the first person to write the lot number in there. And I've won actually quite a few really cool things this way. But anyway, I got a lot of 1 million coffee mugs. Some of them I think are still listed on eBay if you want to go see. I was selling like 99-cent coffee mugs on eBay because in that lot of coffee mugs, and I have one of them here to show you, I could tell that there was a few that I wanted to keep myself. And it was very cheap, very, very cheap. I mean, it was less than like 25 cents a mug, right? So I was like, fine, I'll just get them all and then I'll just either donate the rest of them or sell them all on eBay for super cheap just to get rid of them. And that's what I've been doing. But in that lot was this tin. It was just a random thing. And I thought it was really cute. And I was like, hey, cool, Christmas item. And this tin plays music. So I thought I could wrap something in this at Christmas time. My kids can just play with it at Christmas time. You could fill it with cookies, whatever. My kids love things that light up and make music. If there's something obnoxious that makes sounds at Christmas time, my kids love it. So they're gonna like playing with this. Might as well show that coffee mug now since I was talking about it. So this was in the lot of coffee mugs, 10 million coffee mugs. There was a couple that I wanted to keep and I could tell that this one was gonna be one of them. Now, I thought that this was that German coffee mug company. It starts with a W. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna say it's called Washterbach because it's something like that. It's kind of like Worcestershire sauce. It's one of those words where you just sort of say it fast and slur your sounds together and hopefully it's close. So I thought this was gonna be a Washterbach, but it's not. On the bottom, it says Japan. So I was surprised. Now it has some chips on the rim. There's one chip right here on the handle. That may have happened when we were bringing this home, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure, but all of the coffee mugs were all just stacked on top of each other with no wrapping whatsoever because I wasn't the one that picked them up, it was Blake. And he didn't pack them. The estate sale company just piled them into a box for him and no care was really taken in, making sure these got home chip free. This was the only one that I cared about that got some chips on it, but I will still 100% use this at Christmas time. I will put coffee in this and drink out of this mug because I think it's adorable. But it would also just be a cute display piece too. The graphics on this, the bright colors on this, the really just bright red and green colors. This is my jam at Christmas time. I love the super traditional red and green and then throwing in my turquoise. This just fills me with so much Christmas joy. You have no idea. So here in that same vein is the Washterbach. WachterSbach. You tell me how to say that because I think it's Washterbach. Washterbach. Wachter'sbach. Wachesterbach. I have no idea. But I'll get close so you can see the difference here. See how from a distance in the picture, I thought this was this. And then I happened to find these. This one's actually a little bit cuter because it says Mary. I got a set of 4 of these mugs plus 2 bowls. Here's the first bowl. See, it's got 1 green Christmas tree. The graphics on this brand, I love the graphics on this brand. And here's the other one with big Christmas trees all the way around. Match the cups. So 2 bowls, 4 mugs, and I got these again at an online estate sale. This was a little bit different. This was CT Bids. They always do it online. It's called Caring Transitions. They're all over the country, and they have an eBay type site of their own called CT Bids. And they list lots of things. You bid on there just like eBay. You win. When the whole sale is over, you go to either a warehouse or the house itself and you pick the stuff up. I don't remember exactly what I paid for these. I will put the little price right here. This was actually a big lot of Christmas stuff, and I'm only showing these items because, I mean, it would have taken up the entire video. I could have done an entire video of just unboxing all that Christmas stuff. The other stuff wasn't as interesting. It wasn't mid-century stuff necessarily. It wasn't even extremely old stuff. I'd say like a lot of 80s and 90s kinds of stuff, which is still sometimes really good. I have a lot of nostalgia for 80s, 90s Christmas things too, because that's when I was a kid. So whatever era you grew up in as a kid for Christmas time, it's gonna give you the feels, you know? And I do have one kind of 80s, 90s Christmas thing that I'm gonna show you, which is just too funny. Oh, and also these are washed your buck. Let's see if I can find one that you can really see it. Oh, I don't know. See down here at the bottom, it says Spain. It's Washterbach, Spain. Usually these say Germany or West Germany, I forget, but these ones say Spain. So they were manufactured in Spain also. I meant to look up which, like the time period, which came first. I think Germany came first. But anyway, I love that set. It's gonna look awesome in my hutch. I'm not selling, not for sale. These are mine. What's next? How about this guy? I actually just last minute threw him on the table because he's been sitting in my reselling closet for a really long time. Oh, he's dirty. He is oh so dirty. I wanted to see if he had a mark like Holland mold or anything like that on him. Oh my God, he's so heavy, you guys. This is one of those plaster, paint it yourself dudes, okay? And he is unpainted. Mr. Santa needs an artist's touch. I do not see a maker on here anywhere. He's big, he's heavy. I'm not gonna try to ship this guy. If I do try to sell him, I'm gonna just sell him locally. But I got him with the thought that I would actually paint him. Now, like I said earlier, I have 4-year-old and 2-year-old boys. So having time to do arts and crafts is not really a priority right now in my life. Don't really have time for that, but maybe I'll just hang on to him for years and years and years like the original owner of this did and then never get around to painting him. But I just think he's really cool. He's shaped like an old school Santa. I think that's what drew me to him. I got him for just a couple bucks. I don't remember exactly how much. It was at a yard sale, I wanna say like last summer. So I'm kind of cheating by throwing this in here. It's just something I never really showed in a haul video or anything. So I just wanted to give him a chance. I wanted to give him a moment on screen because he deserves it. He's big and he's cool. And maybe someday I will actually have the time to make him come to life with paint the way he deserves. Then again, maybe not. Oh my God, you're so heavy. Santa, too many cookies. Okay, so these I just got recently. These are so fun. These are those little plastic trays. I believe somebody had one of these recently in a live sale that I was watching on YouTube. It might have been Nicole, I don't remember. There's 3 of these. I got them for $2 total. So I thought that was cool since there was this little price tag on it. He was on top. These are just fun. I'm drawn to these. I will probably keep one and sell the other 2. They're lightweight, easy to ship, won't cost too much money. Perfect. Let's get into some ephemera. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love collecting paper, ephemera, things that were not meant to be saved for long periods of time. Here's the first one. I believe this is a paper placemat. Okay, so this, I don't know how this stood the test of time and I am able to even hold this in my hands right now. Just look at the graphics on there. I would love to use this framed, frame this up, put a nice photo right there, maybe another one right there, and use this placemat as almost a mat, like a photo mat. I could even cut it and use it as an actual mat with the photo behind it if I really wanted to. And then frame it up. And is that not like the most adorable holiday little frame, little mat for photos? I just thought the graphics, again, it's the bright red and just like the really traditional green, gets me every time. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that was just lotted in with like some paper napkins, just a bunch of random like paper kitchen items, like paper bowls. There was just a bunch of stuff in a lot recently. And that was in there and I just thought, cool, Christmas thing. This Christmas carols in song and story. This has Christmas carol music inside. It's sheet music, but the graphics obviously are what got me. I actually like the graphics here on the back better than the front. The front is just like, I don't know, Robin Hood kind of stuff, but look at the back. It's like a little family singing Christmas songs together. Or like reading a story, a little family reading a Christmas story. Little dog. Isn't that cute? I just thought that was adorable. And I just usually just set these out, display them. I have a couple thin picture lid shelves that I put ephemera up on. I change it out for the seasons. I forgot to have a date in it. Like telling you the dates if there's a date. There's no date. There's no date in this one. But look, even the inside of this has really neat graphics. Love the graphics. And I do scan these too sometimes. I thought this was cute. Kitty's Christmas. This is Remick Music Corporation, 1937. Can you believe that? And this one and this one were at that same in-person estate sale where I got the color wheel. This came from the same house as that. So I thought this was interesting because it has so much black in it too. I like the black snowflake Pyrex along with the red and the green and the turquoise all together. I think this would look amazing displayed with all of that. Inside here is more sheet music, and it also has, oh, it's coming apart. It has blank coloring pages, and you can see a kid has already colored in this one. Who knows how long ago? Oh, it's so falling apart. But you can see there's some blank ones in there still too. So I thought those would be really fun to scan and then print out for my kids. I don't want them coloring in the actual original one, but I would like them to be able to color these really old-fashioned looking drawings. Because you just don't get coloring pages like this anymore, you know what I mean? Like, look at this. Oh, Christmas tree. Isn't that great? All right, and this was the last thing from that same house with the color wheel. This is the last piece of ephemera. This is Christmas carols, again. It's just filled with little Christmas carols. I feel like this is one that people would actually like carry around with them, go door to door and go caroling. Back when that was a thing. People don't do that anymore. You'll probably get shot if you do that. Come up to somebody's house and just start singing. Yeah, you are liable to get shot. That is not a good idea these days. This is copyright 1949. It has an ad on the back here for Security First National Bank. So I believe that the bank probably handed these out, gave these out as like ads, you know? It says, if these carols help make this Christmas a happy one for you, remember, you can ensure your happiness for next Christmas by joining our Christmas Club now. Make small regular deposits, which you'll never miss, and receive a check for $25, $50, $100, $250, or $500 plus interest next Christmas. So it's an ad for setting up a savings account to put away a little bit of money at a time to save up money for next Christmas. Smart cookies. Smart cookies, those banks. Isn't that funny? 1949. Love it. This was in another just random thing. Some old Christmas stickers. I always pick stuff like this up. These actually, I would just take a sheet like this one that's a whole sheet, and I would put this in as a package topper around Christmas time when somebody buys something in my Etsy or eBay stores. These were from 1983. They don't have sticky anymore. These are so not sticky, okay? Like, this is just, see? You would have to glue this onto something. So this one, obviously I'm keeping because it was already missing one anyway, and I just popped this one right off. Not sticky at all, but you can still use that for something. You just paste it on, you know. Not that I would ever have time to do any kind of crafts with that. But this one will end up as a package topper. Somebody might want this. You display it just like this. It's got cute little graphics, or you, again, use them one piece at a time. All right, these little guys are on top of the next thing, which is probably, other than the, you know, big ticket items of the smaller stuff, this next thing I'm gonna show you after these little elves is my favorite thing out of all of this. But here are some little elves, and I call them elves. Maybe they're pixies, maybe they're gnomes. These are just little ceramic, I call them elves. They're dressed in green. If you ask me, these are for Christmas time. I know some people just like gnomes and stuff like this anyway, but I think these guys are Christmassy. Now, there were two of this exact same one. As you can see, this guy was busted. He's majorly cracked. He's been glued back together. He's missing a big old hole out of his hat, but there's another one. So at least I've got a nice set of these two. These were CT bids. It was a lot of things, and I basically bought the lot just for these little elf guys because I just thought that they were really cute. There's no maker on the bottom. It probably had a sticker on the bottom. I see some sticker gunk on there. So I don't know who made them, but I think they're cute and they'll go with my Christmas stuff. All right, ready? 1968, the Sears Christmas catalog. It's the whole giant, heavy Sears Christmas catalog. This came from a house that had an estate sale. It was a big box of like children's books and a couple other just random magazines, just a few magazines, and this gem. I think I squealed out loud when I saw this. I have not flipped through the whole thing. I've just skimmed it, you know, like this. Not only are the graphics amazing, not only is this just nostalgia overload, this is actually a good reference book for things from 1968 that were sold at Sears. Because sometimes you just don't know where something came from or how old something is. If I could happen to find it in this book, well, there you go. That dates it for you right there because you know that it was sold in 1968. So here's a toy page just because, you know, Christmas toys, that's kind of what it's all about. Disney. Isn't this nice? Oh, I just love this. Oh my gosh, some clothing. The Letterman jackets. The back of it here, we got the avocado green washer and dryer. You were cool back then if you had the avocado green. Oh man, you were cool. Oh, how funny. See, I recently saw these candlesticks with the little lucite balls at the bottom. I recently saw those at an antique store, and now I wish I had bought them because there's a picture of them right here in the 1968 Sears catalog. Here's the grapes. You see these lucite grapes all the time too. I missed my era, you guys. I really did. Oh, here we go. It's like a play kitchen. Avocado green play kitchen. Oh my God, you must have been the coolest kid. Your parents were probably so rich if you had that. I mean, I could do a whole video of just flipping through every page of this catalog. Oh, look at like the Spaceman G.I. Joe. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh Man, this is cool. Here's some nice luggage. Leave me a comment down below if you want to see me do a video flipping through basically every single page of this book, because I will do it. I will set up a camera looking down at the table and I will just flip through every single page of this giant catalog. I'm gonna go to this coffee mug here. I got this at Goodwill, and you might be like, what the heck, Jamie? That doesn't really look like your style. I believe this actually belonged to my mom. And when my parents moved last April or May, like a year ago, they got rid of a lot of stuff, as one does when you move to a new state. They didn't want to move a whole lot of stuff, so they got rid of a lot of stuff. They also decided they weren't really going to be doing Christmas anymore. They would be coming down here for Christmas. So they didn't need to have a lot of Christmas stuff anymore. So they downsized big time. Now I took a lot of it, but also they donated a lot of it. They just donated a lot of stuff to Goodwill. And I was in Goodwill, the one that they donated to specifically, and I saw this and I was like, that was mine. This was my coffee mug as a child. I drank hot cocoa out of this, and I am 99.9% sure this was the actual one that probably came from my mom's house and ended up at Goodwill. So for 99 cents at Goodwill, I bought it back. And I'll serve my kids hot cocoa in this. My kids will drink out of this now. I saw it, I got hit with that nostalgia. Like I said, the 80s, 90s nostalgia. Even if this isn't the exact one that came from my mom's house, say just by coincidence, somebody else donated this. I saw it, I assume that it's ours, and I just couldn't leave it there. I had to buy it back. So there you go. That gives you some insight into my sensitivities. And, you know, a lot of this stuff is all just because of the nostalgia factor, especially Christmas. Like I keep saying, the Christmas nostalgia gets me every single time. All right, let's talk about this beauty. This is a jewelry Christmas tree. I got this at an estate sale, an in-person estate sale. It was hanging up on the wall, and for some reason, I think people were just overlooking it. It's lit up. You don't always see them with lights, and I think it's fabulous. I think it's absolutely just jaw-dropping gorgeous. And I'm not much of a jewelry person. I've said that before. Yet I tend to be buying just huge, expensive, giant lots of jewelry lately because I want to be a jewelry person. I want to be a costume jewelry reseller. I would love to get into that niche because I'm drawn to these things. I'm drawn to it. I just don't personally wear it that much myself. I don't know why. Maybe I just should. Having this as a display, first of all, the time that it must have taken to make this, the craftsmanship, the skill, the artistry that it took to make this, I just really appreciate it. And I think it's beautiful. The fact that it lights up is just like over the top. I just think it's fabulous, and I just couldn't leave it. And I have decided, again, along this whole idea of me suddenly getting time to do crafts, I really want to make one of these. In fact, I've seen some where it's actually on a green velvety background and it's a wreath instead of a Christmas tree. So if I made one that kind of went with this, but it was a different shape, it was a wreath, I think that would be really cool. And so I do have tons of costume jewelry. I have tons that I'm always setting aside the broken pieces for stuff like this, for crafting. So I think I'm gonna actually get to that someday. All right, I'm gonna rearrange some things again here. Speaking of big lots of Christmas things. So I bought this box. Again, it was one of those online estate sales as a lot. I knew it was all Christmassy stuff. There was not very many detailed pictures of it. There was just a couple crocheted things on top that caught my eye. Again, I don't remember off the top of my head how much I paid for this. I'll just put it right here. I'll look it up. I also, from the same house, bought a lot of framed embroidery and crewel type artwork, like needlework, yarn art type things. Turned out the homeowner, who probably passed away, unfortunately, she was an extremely talented yarn artist or needlework artist. And she had a company. She signed, you know, with thread, signed her name. It was, let's see if I can find something with it on here. Fantasy. Fantasy was her name. Her name was Fran. And so her little business name was Fantasy, like fantasy. I like her. I like her already. Her little witty play on words. All of the stuff in here was done by her. It was all done by the same person. It seems like she had a company and she sold these things. And I'm gonna show you some of this stuff, like for real. This is exceptional work because I tend to collect and buy crewels and needle points and stuff all the time. So I feel like now at this point, I can recognize when stuff is like really well done. And this is really well done. I'm gonna start with this angel. This is a pillowcase. See, it's just like a satin pillowcase. You put the pillow in there. It's got a zipper and everything. It's all sewn really nicely. But look at this needlework. Look at that. Look at the detail in that. It says Noel. That is super. It really is. 1984. It's got an 8 and a 4 with a 4 inside of it. That's cute the way she did that. It's exceptional. So I'm gonna go through this box. I haven't gone through this box yet. I don't even know what's in here. So you do get a little mini live unboxing, and I'm gonna go through it fast, you guys, because this video is already a million years long. All right, we've got a sort of 80s style stuffed rocking horse. Oh man, we had all sorts of stuff like this when I was a kid. Too cute. Here's a similar one. Oh, this one makes music. Here's Rudolph. I shouldn't have wound that. He's missing a foot. He's missing a sleigh or a rocking horse leg. Oh, why did I wind that? Does this one make music? No. All right, we've got a towel, Christmassy towel. Now, I will say a lot of this stuff is gonna go on my Etsy store. It was handmade at one time. It's vintage, perfect for Etsy. So if there's something here that you adore, let me know, because it's going on Etsy. If I don't have to list it on Etsy, I would rather just sell it to you directly anyway. Here's her little thing, Fantasy by Fran Sherwold. Sherwold? So there's her name, here's her little logo there. Now I don't know what this is. This little thing? Maybe would you put stuff in there? I don't know. Sits on the table, maybe? Put some rolls in there, serve it, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, these are cute. Here's some little snowmen. These have, oh, her little hat fell off. I'm so sorry, madam. These are some little snowmen. She's missing her nose, but I'm sure I could figure out something for that. So these have styrofoam on the bottom, 2 little styrofoam balls, like a little crocheted snowman. I'm sorry, I feel like all of this stuff is just like so up my alley. I'm so glad I found all this. Oh, look at this little wooden ornament. Oh, I love little wooden ornaments like this. This is like, we have some little like Swedish wooden ornaments. Get closer there. Look at a little Santa. Isn't he cute? If I've got a lot of little ornaments like that, I'll probably keep that one. Oh, now this is interesting. There's some little houses. These are like little needlepoint, like putz houses, kind of. There's a bunch of them. Look, here's a church. Isn't this cute? Look at these. Oh, there's one more. Oh, this one really does look Swedish with the yellow and the blue. Well, aren't those cute? There's 5 little houses. Maybe there's more, I don't know. So this kind of needlepoint, this is the kind that there's like a plastic grid and with really large needlepoint holes, and you used a big large needle and like real size yarn. I did this craft as a kid in the 80s. There's a video of me as like a kindergartner and I'm doing like a needlepoint like that. I used to love doing those things. So for even just more nostalgia reasons, I'll probably keep these. Plus, I just like that they're kind of like putz houses. They're like the little tiny houses. So here's just a little pillow, a little crocheted pillow with a ribbon on it. That's pretty cute. Oh, here we go. See? Now you can see kind of the plastic, see the plastic little grid? This kind of needlepoint is what I did as a kid. This one, of course, this is way more complicated than anything I did as a 5-year-old, but I did like coasters, little square coasters. I think this is just an ornament, but that's cute. I like that. Here's another one. This is a gingerbread man. He's got a little felt back to him. Oh, hey, here's the other leg to this guy. So that's good. I can glue that back on. So obviously these are a little more well done. Like I said, you can tell, like, just putting the felt on the back of this one, she obviously was making these with the intent to sell them. So the attention to detail is a lot higher than you would normally see from people just doing them themselves and keeping them at their house. So here's another pillow, cute little Christmas tree. I like the way that looks. That's a very like mid-century modern style Christmas tree, even though this is probably like an 80s pillow, 80s crochet, that very just triangle Christmas tree. That's a mid-century modern looking Christmas tree. I like that one. This was one of the things that I saw in the picture that made me buy the entire lot here. Now I think this is just styrofoam again. Yeah, this is styrofoam. I feel like I should put a cone styrofoam in him to keep his hat up. Look at that guy. Is that not just the cutest? And if I put a cone styrofoam in there, then his hat would stay up like a cone, and I think it would be even better. He's a cutie. I like that one. Here's just the typical crochet little pot holder in green. That thing is possessed. It is gonna keep playing music through this entire video, I swear. Here's another pillowcase. Oh, this is just like 80s, 90s tastic right here. The denim, as the music continues to play, with these cute little angel babies on there. I'll definitely be selling that. That's not my style. It's not my jam, you guys. I appreciate it for its craftsmanship. This is funny. Ho? Ho. Ho? Ho. I don't get that at all. Fran Sherwold. That's really cute though. I still like it. I don't get the question mark and the exclamation point with those ho-hos, but there's a joke in there somewhere, I'm sure. Well, here's another little crocheted pot holder. Here's another crocheted pot holder with some bells on it. That one's pretty. This one's really thick. It's got like a little hanger on the back here too. Oh, here's another Santa. His beard is a little, he needs some beard fluff. There's a little pillow. This is just, it's the needlepoint crochet jackpot is what this is. It's all Christmas. All right, here's just like a little gift bag. Oh, does it have something? Merry Christmas embroidered on it. And then it's got the little ties to like tie it around, you know what I mean? Just tie it and cinch it. That's useful and nice. Here's another one. Oh, here's a bunch of them. Here's a bunch of these. Those are nice. Here's another one. This one almost looks like it's for a wine bottle. That looks like the size of that one. All right, here's another pot holder. This is not, she didn't make this one. This has a made in the Philippines tag on the back. Nice little poinsettia. Do you say poinsettia or poinsettia? Because I say poinsettia in Southern California. I don't know if that's how we all say it. That's how I say it. So I just wonder where you are in your part of the world. Do you say poinsettia or poinsettia? So this is really nice. This is a crewel. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's just exceptional. The artwork is exceptional. It really is. I really like that one. So this is interesting. This is like a sales display. She's got her little business card down here. Let's open this up. Oh, these are ornaments. Okay, these are ornaments. They're pinned to this little velvet display. Oh, one just fell off. So she probably went to like craft shows and stuff and sold this stuff. And here's her little velvet. Actually, this little velvet pad, I could totally use this for taking pictures of jewelry and things. That's actually really useful. But look at these ornaments, especially these two like quilted ones. The little sequin ones are maybe a little, you know, crafty. Look at the Santa and this poinsettia one. This little velvet thing is like perfect for me for taking pictures of jewelry. Almost done, you guys. Just a few more things in here. Here's a cardinal. This is lovely. Little cross stitch pillow with lace around the edges. It's got a nice little cardinal on there. I said I was gonna go through this fast and then I didn't. Ah, see these, oh, if I can reach it. This is like what I made as a kid, okay? It's a coaster. Although I didn't do that fancy of a pattern. I would just do like all the way around the edges until I got to the middle. And of course it's got the felt on the back too. I 1000% am going to use these at Christmas. We are always lacking with coasters in this house anyway. And now Fantasy has made me an entire set of lovely, wow, that one's crazy. Christmas, old-fashioned 80s needlepoint coasters. This is fantastic. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I don't need all these. 9, 10, 11. 11? Come on. Couldn't have done one more, made 12. Well, maybe I'll keep like half of them. Here's an old, I think it's like a light bulb sleeve. That's interesting. All right, last couple things. I saved the best for last in here. This says holiday mail. And you hang it on the wall and it's got a pouch right here. Wouldn't this be cute to put like all of your little Christmas letters or Christmas cards? Before you open them up, you stack them in here. Or even just like the envelopes, you know, sometimes I need to save the envelopes and I don't know where to put them to like get the address off of them. Look at that. Look at the scene. Ice skating, sledding, ice skates, and then a little horse sleigh pulling a Christmas tree. Nostalgia. All right, now these last 4 things, truly, this is it? Truly, this is it. Last 4 things. These were the things that I saw most prominently in the picture, which made me buy this entire lot. I think these are just so amazing. Well done. There's this one. These little, I'm gonna say this is cruel. There's a little fireplace with the kitty and the candles. And then this snow lady, snow woman. Check that out. Is that not just the cutest? And these are the ones I'm gonna keep. I'm sorry, I hope you don't fall in love with these because these are 1000% staying in my house. The colors are like mid-century colors. There's pink in there. There's pink in there. I'm saying it right now. There's pink in there. And I'm gonna keep these because I love them. Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Look at how cute these are. Get close. Look at how stinking cute these are. Are these not just the most adorable things you've ever seen in your entire life? I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. These are the cutest things ever. Fantasy, you are top of the line yarn artist. It's too bad that she has probably passed away. Ooh, way to end on a sad note. But, oh, and I do have this one pin. I lied, there's one more thing. This pin was in a recent box of jewelry that I got. It's a cute little candle. Little candlestick with green and red. There's no maker on the back. Oh, there's a maker on the back. Doddy, D-O-D-D-E. I think, because I don't have my glasses on, it could be anything. It could be Shazam, for all I know. There you go. There's my cute little pin. I'll probably end up selling this, to be honest with you. The clasp works, and it's got a brand, so that's it, guys. My goodness, thank you for sticking with me. If you are here at the end of this video, please like this video, leave a comment below. If you don't subscribe to my channel already, I would really love for you to subscribe. I have a lot of really cool content on the way. I have found some amazing mid-century things lately. And I am a reseller, but I am also a collector, as you probably figured out from this video, where I'm like, I'm really reselling this, but I'm keeping this. There ain't no way I'm selling this thing. Like these. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love the support. Thank you, Nicole, for hosting this again this year. I'm so happy I was able to join in. I had just started my channel in July of last year, so I wasn't prepared to join in last year, but this year, I've been doing this for a year now. I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing sometimes until music starts playing randomly out of this reindeer. That's a wrap. Merry Thriftmas, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stick around because I found a lot of really cool mid-century goodies that are going to be hauled and shown on the way pretty soon. Until next time, see you later, everyone. Bye. Thanks for watching.